Pisces season is in the building, baby. Shout out, salutes, and of course, happy birthday to all my Pisces sun, moon, and ascendants. Shout outs to you guys. And of course, wherever you got Pisces at in your chart, that's happy birthday when it comes to your personality, your persona, and of course, your characteristics. But when it comes to your sun, your moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and of course, Chiron, anywhere. Anywhere you got Pisces at, that's gonna basically be where your birthday is pretty much gonna basically bring the influences to you towards your territory. So wherever you got that at, that's where you're gonna basically that's gonna basically be your 1 month focus, your 1 month pinpoint. So of course when you pinpoint something, of course you put it down, of course you put the chart on it, just like the red dot, today Tuesday, passion, Mars, aggression, anger. So of course this is basically gonna be your utilization, of course, that you're using. We're gonna have the moon entering Aries later on. But of course, we're going to get into this new moon and Pisces season for all zodiac signs. And of course, we're going to break down the energies. Of course, see where you got Pisces at in your chart. And of course, your task, your focus, your purpose, and of course, what you got going on. Of course, what you got categorizing when it comes to that circumference, that angular, and how you're going to direct your energy and, of course, direct your intentions towards your perspectives. And of course, how you got things flowing and going in your area. Now, basically, we're going to basically get into these aspects. We're gonna basically see what's going on in the sky when it comes to the alignment. Now we got the moon conjunct Neptune right now. So moon is in Pisces, Neptune's in the Pisces. So basically the conjunction is gonna bring that power. So you're gonna have this power, this strong need to react and respond towards dreams, fantasies, illusions, delusions, values, pleasures. You can put yourself into a circumstance situation and feeling the need to basically retreat or basically dive deep with inside yourself when it comes to your dreams, your intuition, and of course your subconscious natures and what makes you feel comfortable. That's basically what you're going to basically be diving deep into when it comes to that perspective. We also got Moon sextile Pluto right now. So you're going to have opportunities to feel comfortable with reacting and responding towards opportunities where you can feel the need to pretty much transform on a deeper level when it comes to your associations, when it comes to your responsibilities, when it comes to your goals, and of course your passions. We also got Mercury trine Mars at the moment. So we got Mercury in Aquarius and we got Mars in Gemini. So you're going to have this gift to have a unique way and a unique outlook to pretty much think, communicate, and of course, share your goals and your passions and your motivations. And of course, put yourself into an intellectual spar when it comes to debates, when it comes to coming together, when it comes to categorizing, when it comes to groups, associations. We also got Mercury square Uranus. It's pretty much thinking outside of the box in unexpected ways. So that means you may basically you need to learn how to think outside of the box, and you need to learn how to develop your own way of being unique and original when it comes to your mentality. Learn how to think about. We also dealing with Mercury conjunct Chiron at the moment. So basically, when Mercury is conjuncting Chiron, I mean actually Mercury trine Chiron. So you're gonna have this gift, this intellectual gift to communicate, share ideas, and of course, use your mind or your mentalities or your way of communicating and sharing ideas and perspectives to pretty much, overcome burdens or overcome some form of trauma or some form of, uncommitment that you pretty much have been hiding in the cage in. So of course, your mind to get you out of that space and location. So your mind is a very powerful item, and it should not actually be able to actually be put into a perspective of basically being going to waste. The mind should never go to waste. You always got to use your mind. Feel me? Because you're always creating minds, but it's all about how you. It's all about what you put in your minds. Now your mind contains 93, or you put an 89 in your mind, or you put a 91 in your mind, or you put a 93 in your mind. For me, that's where it all boils down to. For me, sometimes you gotta actually utilize your mind to get intellectually high on some shit, which means you gotta expand your mind. You gotta look at the bigger picture. You can't basically be all lost into the devil in the details. You gotta put hope in your mind. You gotta put faith in your mind. You can't be putting no negativity in your mind. You can't be putting no self doubt in your mind. Feel me? Because this is all air. This is all substances that you pretty much are intaking within your mentality. So you gotta make sure your mentality is strong. Feel me? That's your spaceship, your mind. So that's pretty much the perspective when it comes to Mercury, Chiron, Chiron. Feel me? You're gonna have the gift to put the right substances when it comes to your mentality. And of course, that mentality is the right substances is going to have that mentality of what's going on in your mind. We also got the Sun conjunct Saturn. So pretty much it's just the power to take responsibilities of your actions. So you're going to have the power to take the full power to take responsibility of your action. Some of y'all about to have the Saturn and Pisces return. So of course, Saturn Pisces return. Your Saturn return is all about you taking care of your responsibilities, standing on your business. Of course, Saturn is gonna basically see what you're doing, see what you've been basically working on. Saturn is gonna basically work with you or against you. Saturn gonna be like, you ain't ready for this. You ain't prepared. So of course, it's gonna pretty much bring more burdens your way until you actually handle the burdens you got, and of course, get on your 1-2. We also got the moon conjuncted Venus at the moment. So, but the moon conjuncted Venus, we are gonna have this strong need to pretty much react and respond towards valuing something or having some subconscious need to value a person, place, or thing or a substance, or pretty much feel the need to express how we truly value ourselves about a person, place, or thing. We also basically got Venus sextile Pluto, so you're gonna have opportunities to transform the way you value, love, and appreciate certain things. You may not value or pretty much appreciate something right now. So of course you're gonna pretty much lay right on the tracks. You're gonna get deep into the bones. You're gonna pretty much have opportunities to go ahead and sting what you don't value and appreciate when it comes to your love, desires, and your pleasures. We also are dealing with Mars sextile Chiron. So when Mars is in Gemini right now. Chiron is in Aries at the moment. So you got Jupiter in Aries. You got Venus in Aries. So of course you're gonna have opportunities to use your passions, your motivations, your intent, and your willpower, and direct it towards your experiences, things that you love and appreciate, and of course traumas, and of course situations that you have put yourself in and that you couldn't get yourself out of. So you're gonna have opportunities to use your passions, your dedications, your motivations, communicate about these things, and utilize your aggressions towards getting yourself out of those circumstance situations or something that you pretty much have been constantly hanging on to when it comes to your goals and what you're trying to basically bring forth within these alignments. We also got the Jupiter conjunct Chiron. So Jupiter is all about expansion and growth. That's in Aries. Chiron is basically our wounded healer, our wounded warrior, pretty much in that circumstance situation where we make mistakes, where we have traumas, where we basically put ourselves in situations of not standing on business or situations or dealing with embarrassments or situations are pretty much staying down until you come up. So Jupiter is going to expand that and have you look at the bigger picture when it comes to your traumas, your mistakes, and things that you have not been taken care of. So Jupiter is going to pretty much expand that and of course put that out there in the open. But also Jupiter is going to bring meanings, reasons, or what you should basically do when it comes to that perspective. So wherever you got Aries out in your chart, wherever you got Chiron at, that's going to be the traumas and mistakes that you make. We also got the Venus conjunct Neptune right now. So with the Venus conjunct Neptune, you're going to have the power and control to value a huge delusion when it comes to your actions, what you respond to, when it comes to your reality too. Saturn is also on that cusp of Pisces because it's in Aquarius, 28 degrees, but March 7th it's going to basically be the day where Saturn enters Pisces. So that means you got to construct your reality towards your dreams, your fantasies, your illusions, your delusions. Feel me? What you can do for society. How could you pretty much be an asset to society in that perspective? Now we're going to basically get into the houses of where you got Pisces at in your chart. We're also going to basically get into the descendant, where it's going to basically be the polar opposite, the 180, and of course, the seeds that you're going to be fulfilled or unfulfilled in when it comes to the full moon in Virgo. We're also going to basically get into the squares, the areas and locations where you're going to be learning, also going to conflicts. We're also going to be looking at the circumstances, situations of sextiles, opportunities that you can utilize, that to pretty much get the fuel going and get the car warming up, which is your vehicle, your spaceship. And of course, we're going to get into the perspectives of where we're going to have gifts, trines, areas and locations where you're going to have things go comfortably well for you, where you don't have to try much, where you can be a little bit lazy in that. Now, if you got Pisces in the first house, your focus for the next 30 months, for the next 30 days, your focus and your pinpoints is going to basically be you coming up with a new way of reacting and responding, taking actions, putting your reality base and your dreams and illusions and fantasies towards your personal dreams, your personal perspectives, and your personal expressions. Now, your focus is focusing on yourself, putting yourself first. This is your happy birthday season. Self-love, self-care. Now, your descendant and where you're going to be fulfilled or unfulfilled at, depending on the seed you planted, is going to basically be your 7th house in Virgo. Are you going to be fulfilled when it comes to your relationships? Someone that you can have one-on-one partnerships and, of course, relate yourself with. Because if you ain't going within yourself or relating with yourself, then who are you relating with? Feel me? So remember, you were self-reflecting when the full moon get here, or basically the energies that you're utilizing or corporate with. You're gonna be self-reflecting. So pretty much, what's going on inside of you and what you're admitting out is gonna basically be what you're getting back when it comes to being fulfilled, when it comes to relationships and perfection, when it comes to that Virgo constellation. Now, the areas and locations where you're gonna be learning is gonna be your home, fourth house, and your status, career, business, and goals. That's going to basically be your learning aspects. Now, your opportunities are going to be within your third house, your environment, your 11th house, your associations, and your gifts is going to be in your fifth house, romance, ninth house, growth. Now, if you got Pisces in your second house, it's pretty much exalted in this area location, aka the second house is going to basically bring the exaltation. So your career is ascendant. So you need to be basically reacting and responding towards reacting, responding, taking action, setting your reality and your dreams and your fantasies towards valuing new ways to utilize your possessions and aim that towards your dreams and your goals. Now, the seeds you plant is going to basically be your descent that you're falling, aka are you going to be fulfilled when it comes to your eighth house in Virgo? Deep desires, deep passions and growth when it comes to your perfection. Is your eighth house going to be perfected and utilized in an area and location that you're comfortable with or uncomfortable with? That's going to be the seeds you plant. So that means you need to start planting seeds towards patience, stability. So you need to work on yourself, value yourself, take your time with your dreams. Don't be all over the place. That means you need to take time with yourself. Now, the areas and location where you're going to be learning life is going to be your fifth house, your hobbies, and your 11th house, your associations, people that you associate yourself with. You're also going to have opportunities that you can use, which is going to be your home, family, or your dreams and imaginations. And your gifts and your trines and areas and locations that's going to be coming is going to be your work and your status, which you're known for. Now, if you got Pisces in the third house, under no circumstance situation, Pisces don't really like this house. So, of course, by default, you're basically a Capricorn ascendant. So that means you're going through a learning aspect. So that means you need to put yourself into a circumstance situation of coming up with a new way of learning how to react, respond, take action, put your reality, and put your dreams and fantasies towards coming up with new ways of communicating about your dreams, sharing ideas about your dreams, or surrounding yourself in an environment that's comfortable for you when it comes to you having the dreams or fantasy that you can pretty much put out there in that perspective. Now, the seeds you plant right now is going to basically go transcend towards your descendant, which is your ninth house in Virgo, which means you can expand on your details, your work, your health, your routines, the things that you do on a day-to-day basis. Now, the seeds you plant right now is going to dictate that. Which are you going to be fulfilled or unfulfilled when it comes to your ninth house with the full moon into Virgo? Now, the areas of location that you need to be learning is going to be your sixth house. Learning about your routines and your health, learning about your dreams and your fantasies. Also, the opportunity that's going to come your way is going to be love, romance, love affairs, hobbies, projects, or the opportunity that's going to come your way is going to be your personal life, personal transformation. And also, you're going to have gifts that's going to come your way, which is going to be your relationships and your associations. Now, if you got Pisces in the fourth house, it's exalted right here in this house. So you're gonna go to the extremes, but you're also gonna come up with new ways to pretty much be utilizing it. So you're not new to this. So pretty much you're Sagittarius ascendant. So Pisces and Sagittarius, they get along very well because it's pretty much ruled by the same planet. So when that aspect in that circumstance situation, you're gonna have the gift, but you're also gonna go through some learning aspects, some conflicts. But you're gonna have the gift to react and respond in a new way of taking actions, reacting and responding, put your reality and your dreams and your fantasies and your illusions towards what makes you feel comfortable, your privacy, your home, your family, and of course, your traditions. So you need to go ahead and expand and look at the bigger picture when it comes to your home and your comfortability. Expand it. Look at the bigger picture. Now, the seed you plant right now is going to bring fulfillment when it comes to your status and Virgo, aka your 10th house, your career, your goals, your responsibilities, your duties, and of course, your obligations. Areas and locations that you're gonna be going through some conflict with is gonna be your 7th house and your personal life. Remember, your relationships, your personal life. You're gonna go through some conflict in those areas throughout this season. The opportunities that's gonna come your way is gonna come from your work, health routines, things that you do on a day-to-day basis, your 9 to 5, or your second house, thing that you stand on, thing that you are
Then your possessions or your assets. That's going to be your opportunities that you can utilize. And your gifts is going to basically be your 8th house and your 12th house. Your desire, your privacy. Now, if you got Pisces in the 5th house, you are Scorpio rising. So that means you're going to have the gift, but you're also going to go through a whole lot of inconjunctions, which means a whole lot of misunderstandings, which means you can be all over the place when it comes to your creative endeavors. Pretty much, you're going to be basically coming up with a new way of reacting and responding, taking action, putting your reality and your dreams and your fantasies and illusions towards your hobbies, your projects, your self expressions. Also, the seed you plant now is going to be a fulfillment or unfulfillment when it comes to your 11th house, which you have associated and acquainted yourself with when it comes to groups, friends, and of course, like minded individuals. Also, you're also going to have learning aspects and conflicts that you're going to be going through when it comes to your secrets, 8th house, and your 2nd house, which is your money, your possessions. You're also going to go through some opportunities that's going to come your way that you're going to be pushing over receiving when it comes to your 7th house, relationships, 3rd house, environment. And you're also going to have the gifts come your way, which is going to be your 9th house, looking at the bigger picture, or taking care of your personal life. Also, you have Pisces in the 6th house. You're gonna basically put yourself. You're gonna be your Libra ascendant. So by the full, you're dealing with a 180, aka polar opposites. Also, this house, Pisces don't really like this house, but also being that you're a Libra ascendant, that means you're gonna go to the extremes, which means you're gonna be basically getting hit with full moons this whole 30-day period. So in this house right here, you're gonna be pretty much coming up with a new way of reacting and responding, taking action. Also, putting your reality and putting your dreams and fantasies and illusions in a new way of developing dreams that's going to be a fulfillment or a completion towards your work, health, your duties, and of course, your daily tasks and your routines. Now, you're going to be fulfilled or unfulfilled when it comes to the seeds you plant now in your 6th house towards your 12th house, full moon and Virgo. Be fulfilled or unfulfilled when it comes to your dreams, imaginations. You're going to have nightmares or you're going to have good dreams when it comes to your 12th house. But you know how to transmute energy, so you shouldn't have no issue with that perspective. Now, you're going to go through some conflict when it comes to spirituality in your environment or the people in your environment. You're also going to have opportunities that's going to come your way when it comes to your secrets in your home and family. And you're also going to have gifts that's going to come your way when it comes to your status, reputation, and your 2nd house, your resources and material. Now, if you have Pisces in the 7th house, it's exalted in this house, but also you're a Virgo ascendant. So in this house right here, you're also dealing with a 180. But you're gonna be pretty much going through a whole lot of oppositions when it comes to your 7th house, the way you express it and what you're receiving. Now, the seeds you plant now is going to bring fulfillment towards your personal life. Are you going to be personally fulfilled when it comes to your personal life, your persona, what you personally got going on, or are you going to be unfulfilled? Now, your conflict that you're going to be going through is going to be your status, what you're known for, and of course, your home and your family, or your mother or your father. Your opportunities are going to come when it comes to your 9th house and your 5th house. And your gifts is going to come when it comes to your associations or the things that's in your environment or around you. Also, if you have Pisces in the 8th house, you're going to be placed into a circumstance situation of feeling the need to react and respond, take action, set your reality, and of course your dreams and your fantasies towards deep desires, passions, motivations, behind the scenes, and of course occult mysticism and what you got going on when it comes to your secret affairs. Now, also, you're going to basically be dealing with a gift and also a 150. Now, the seeds you plant now is going to be a fulfillment or unfulfillment when it comes to your 2nd house, the things you value, appreciate, what you stand on, of course, when it comes to your money, resources, and of course your possessions and your material. You're also going to be basically going through some whole lot of conflicts when it comes to how you associate yourself and what you're associated yourself with. And of course, you're going to go through a whole lot of conflict when it comes to your hobbies, a lot of full moon energies. Now, you're going to have opportunities that's going to come your way when it comes to your career, your goals, and of course, your work and your health, your routine, things that you're doing on a day-to-day basis. And you're also going to have some gifts that's going to be coming your way when it comes to you going with inside your subconscious or you dealing with your home, family, and privacy. Also, if you have the Pisces in your 9th house, it does good in this house, but also is also an exaltation and it's also an extreme energy that you're going to basically be learning how to do. Now, you're a Cancer ascendant, so that pretty much means you're going to have this new way of reacting to responding, taking action, setting your reality and your dreams and your fantasies. So we're looking at the bigger picture when it comes to your growth, your expansion, your education, and what you're learning. You're also going to be fulfilled or unfulfilled when it comes to the seeds you plant now, when it comes to your environment. So what goes up must come down. So what you're pushing up into the within or externally, you're going to basically bring that right back down to you, internally and externally. So what you're bringing birth to inside of you is going to be pushed out. And what you're pushing out is going to come right back inside of you. So it's like an in and out of thing, expansion and contraction. when it comes to that perspective. Now, watch out. You're going to go through a whole lot of conflict when it comes to your dreams, imaginations, and fantasies, and your work, health, and routines. And also, you're going to have opportunities that's going to come your way when it comes to who you associate yourself with and your relationships, one-on-one relationships. You're also going to have gifts to be yourself and gifts to basically use your fifth house. Also, if you have Pisces in your 10th house, you're a Gemini ascendant. Now, you're going to have opportunities, but also a square. So you're going to have opportunities to learn how to react and respond towards taking action, setting your reality, and your dreams and fantasies and delusions towards your career, your goals, your status, your reputation, and of course, how you can conduct yourself when it comes to your status quo. The seeds you plant now is going to bring fulfillment when it comes to your fourth house, when it comes to your comfort zone. What makes you feel comfortable? What makes you feel more organized? What makes you feel more appreciated and perfective? Now, the houses and locations that you're going to be going through some conflicts with is going to be your personal life and the relationships that you relate yourself with. Also, you're going to have opportunities that's going to come your way when it comes to your 12th house, aka you going with inside yourself, and also your secrets. So you can utilize your occult, your mysticism, behind the scenes shit. And also, you're going to have some gifts that's going to come in your second house and your sixth house. Now, also, if you have Pisces in your 11th house, this is pretty much putting you in the space and location of having a strong urge to come up with a new way of reacting and responding, taking action, setting your reality and your dreams and your imaginations, your fantasies towards associations, dreams, associations, and who you associate yourself with when it comes to your dreams and like-minded individuals. So you're gonna have opportunities, but you're also gonna be dealing with a whole lot of misunderstandings. So you're gonna have a whole lot of misunderstandings when it comes to these opportunities, because you're dealing with a semi-sextile and a kind of perspective. Now, the seeds you plant now in your 11th house is going to bring fulfillment or unfulfillment when it comes to the good seeds or bad seeds that you plant. When it comes to your fifth house, your hobbies, your excitement, your entertainment, things that bring your childlike natures back into perspective, or your self expressions. That's going to basically be coming up during the time when it comes to the moon being in Virgo for you, full moon being in Virgo. Now, the areas or locations where you need to be learning about is going to be your second house and your eighth house. So you're going to be pretty much putting yourself into a circumstance situation of learning how to deal with seeing the other side of practicalizing your way of thinking, communicating, sharing ideas, of course, your way of having strong intimacy and privacy and secrets and desires when it comes to your goals, your abundance, your hope, your faith. So you should be shining light on everything that you pretty much get praised for or recognition for. Certain things may have to be basically kept sacred. Now, the opportunities that's going to come your way is your personality, the personal individuals within your life, and your ninth house, your moralities. And also, the house and location that you're going to basically be receiving gifts from is conversations within your environment, or people within your environment, or your relationships one on one, or partnerships one on one. And last but not least, if you have Pisces in your 12th house, your Aries ascendant. So by default, you're dealing with a conjunction, which is power. Feel me? But with a whole lot of power come a whole lot of responsibilities. Now, this house right here, you're going to come up with a new way of reacting, taking action, setting your reality, and your dreams and fantasies and delusions towards you releasing, getting a whole lot of rest, go within inside yourself, and subconsciously overcoming your fears. The houses and locations that you're going to basically be going through a whole lot of descendants, which is going to bring fulfillment or unfulfillment, is going to basically be your sixth house. So you pretty much clearing your space out and getting yourself ready and prepared for the sixth house full moon constellation. That's going to basically be you making sure that you're getting rid of things that no longer subconsciously need to be inside of you, so you can get yourself ready and prepared when it comes to your duties and obligations. Work, health, and routine. Your squares is going to come from your environment and your experiments. Your opportunity is going to come from your second house, and your 10th house, and your gifts is going to basically be dealing with your fourth house and your eighth house. So that's going to be